Don't be doing all that. And I don't know if it's because he's a man, but he don't be doing all the extra falling out stuff with him.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Iana Mayweather, has broken her silence, revealing personal details about her father that she admits she probably shouldn't be sharing. In her own words, keeping quiet no longer serves any purpose, especially after Floyd's latest bold claim that he owns multiple buildings in Manhattan. That statement didn't just spark a frenzy on social media. It also reportedly drew the attention of legal authorities, who are now said to be taking a closer look at Mayweather's real estate portfolio and financial dealings. What began as a boast may have just opened the door to a deeper investigation into the champ's true financial empire.
Foundation of his claim, a reported $402 million real estate deal involving 62 rental apartment buildings in Washington Heights, Manhattan. Mayweather promoted the deal heavily, presenting as a symbol of his business savvy that public property records do not show Mayweather as a full owner of the buildings. In fact, it appears he may only hold a minority stake in them.
According to Yaya, the Floyd that fans idolize for his flash and undefeated record is far from the man she knows behind closed doors. In her words, her father's obsession with dominance extends well beyond the boxing ring. She claims he goes out of his way to flaunt financial power in any room he enters, even if he doesn't belong there. It's not just about showing off. It's about projecting a version of himself that appears immune to struggle, even when that illusion threatens the very foundation of his family.
Boxing is your family business. Your dad, your uncle were pro boxers.
Yes.
And now your 4-year-old grandson.
Yes.
KJ, 4 years old, he's training with. He's cute. He's really cute.
Yes.
My hands are too little. That's amazing, huh?
I live for that young man.
Yeah.
I love him, my grandson.
And so your kids are not into boxing, right?
No, not at all.
No.
To her, the lie about Manhattan isn't just a random publicity stunt. It's part of a bigger pattern. Floyd has always felt the need to present himself as someone greater, richer, smarter, and more untouchable than he really is. Yaya says she's seen her father go to great lengths to avoid even the slightest appearance of financial vulnerability, even if it meant making choices that damaged their relationship. According to her, Floyd would rather lose his family than let the world believe he doesn't have money.
Okay, well, we want to know, in the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
This isn't an exaggeration. History is filled with moments that support Yaya's claims. One of the clearest was Floyd's reaction, or lack thereof, when Yaya was arrested in connection with a violent altercation involving her then-boyfriend, rapper NBA Youngboy. Despite their turbulent relationship, it was evident Floyd disapproved of Yaya's involvement with the rapper. Yet, when asked about the matter during a public interview, Floyd deflected, offering vague support for the couple and saying he simply wanted the best for his daughter.
Young boy, and she's now pregnant, and people have been talking about it, and I've not even posted on Hollywood Unlocked because I feel like I'd rather have the conversation with you. How did you feel about that?
I just want the best for my daughter. Always want the best. If that makes her happy, then we're happy. Me and her mother is happy. But what I try not to do is get in her personal business. Because once she's no longer under my roof, then you know what? It's between her and her better half.
But the truth was clear. After her arrest, Floyd didn't post about Yaya even once. Meanwhile, he continued sharing moments with his other children, like his son Karen, proudly featuring him during boxing training sessions. His followers began noticing the digital silence surrounding Yaya, a silence loud enough to suggest he was distancing himself, creating space between his polished image and his daughter's legal troubles. The same man who once spent over $1 million on Yaya's Sweet 16 party, complete with performances by Drake and Future, suddenly acted as if she didn't exist.
Get it. Check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out.
whoever doesn't wish me happy birthday, I don't care if it's at midnight or 11:59 tomorrow night, whoever doesn't wish me happy birthday, I bet you won't hear from me again. I swear to God, that's what I want.
For Yaya, this wasn't anything new. It was classic Floyd, present when it benefits him, distant when it doesn't. Her father had once spent $50,000 just to have Nicki Minaj appear at her 14th birthday and gifted her a Mercedes G-Wagon, all while flashing smiles and posting selfies with other celebrities. But when her life began to unravel publicly and painfully, Floyd was nowhere to be found. Still, he continued to post about being a great father, sharing photos with his other kids and writing captions like, "Never claimed to be perfect, but I strive to be the best father possible."
See, like the human in you a lot.
Yeah,
you know, people on the outside.
Yeah, I'm proud of my daughter because even though she's a little young to have a baby, 21, and she'll be 22 this year, but I'm proud of her. I'm proud of NBA young boy. Very, very talented.
Recently, boxing analyst Chris Algieri echoed these concerns in a viral post. At his peak, Floyd earned $300 million in one night against Manny Pacquiao, with the event grossing over $500 million globally, Algieri wrote. But beneath the flash and undefeated record, a troubling financial reality has emerged, one filled with IRS debt, unpaid staff, and real estate fraud allegations. This wasn't just a fan theory anymore, it was a boxer-turned-commentator speaking candidly. Algieri pointed out that Mayweather's once motivational spending now resembled the financial habits of athletes who went broke despite earning hundreds of millions. Analysts warned that Floyd's empire wasn't as bulletproof as he portrayed it, with taxes, lawsuits, and loans all catching up to him.
Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the, the basketball game.
And then, as if to pour gasoline on the fire, Floyd posted again on X. This time, he was holding up a WBC championship belt, writing, "Signing memorabilia for my ACT account holders." The post was linked to a cryptocurrency venture Floyd is involved in. It looked less like a celebration and more like a man scrambling to monetize his name. Fans quickly noticed that the comments were filled with skepticism. Some called it another cash grab, while others pointed out that Floyd hadn't fought in years but was still trying to sell the idea of Money Mayweather like it was 2015. To them, this wasn't the behavior of a man who had it all. It was a desperate attempt to keep his golden image alive.
I'm still wearing Gucci and not bowing down to that. How do you feel about the pressure that the media tried to give you for that?
Well, you know, this man will tell you from day one, I was born to be a leader. You know, I was born to be a leader from day one. So I want everybody to follow their own dreams, believe in what you believe in, and I don't have nothing negative to say about it.
Even his own father has issued warnings. Mayweather Sr., who played a pivotal role in training Floyd and guiding him through his legendary career, has been candid about the risks his son is taking. "Look at all the millionaires who go broke," he told the Daily Mail. "When you have this much money, sometimes you can't control it." He wasn't exaggerating. Floyd's spending sprees are legendary: luxury cars, jets, mansions, watches, and more.
Your career is on the way, man. Let's give it a lot of stuff, man. Get your career right, man, okay? So, man, you just, right now, man, you finna move to the top, man. You gotta have...
Another 100 million, 200 million on top of what you already have looks like a tall thing, Mayweather Sr. added. But you can do all kinds of things with money. If Floyd does the right thing with it, he'll be all right for the rest of his life. But you can blow through any amount in 2 years, spending on possessions, trips, cars, women. Most fighters go down that hole, and Floyd's looking dangerously close to tumbling down it himself. But beneath it all, what hits hardest is what Yaya's testimony truly reveals. It's not just about money or fame. It's about a father who may have traded his family's trust for the illusion of eternal dominance.
One thing about me, I ain't got to do nothing for the rest of my life. I don't got to do nothing. I can sit at home with I can sit at home with you every week.
Usually got more than you.
Call that shit safe.
A man who would rather let his daughter sit in silence than show even a flicker of vulnerability. A man who flies his grandson around on private jets and gives him diamond Rolexes but remains mysteriously absent when things get tough. In one of her Instagram posts, Yaya shared a picture of her baby boy, Kentrell Jr., wearing the Rolex that Floyd gave him. KJ's papa got him his first Rolex, she wrote, tagging her dad. It was a small nod to the man who, despite everything, still shows up with gifts. But gifts don't erase silence, and for Yaya, no amount of diamond-studded watches can mask the feeling that her father might be spiraling while pretending he's soaring. All the while, Floyd continues to present himself as untouchable. Whether it's a luxury car post, a crypto promotion, or a training session with one of his sons, the message is always the same. Money is never the problem, family is always good, everything is under control. But Yaya's words say otherwise, and many other pros have joined in on this.
Really gone. Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money. All that money. And it took been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Amir Khan didn't just talk about money. He used Floyd Mayweather's alleged financial troubles as a way to push a much deeper, more controversial agenda. According to Khan, it's sad if Mayweather is really broke, but he's quick to slap on a smile and remind everyone that it's karma doing its job. At first, this sounds like typical athlete ego, with rich men squabbling over who spent smarter or who fell harder. But it quickly becomes clear that Khan wasn't here to talk about finances. He was here to express his disgust at Mayweather's political alliances, and everything else was just window dressing.
Boxing Doctor News. Amir Khan's comments on Floyd Mayweather's finances have sparked controversy, highlighting Mayweather's support for Israel without acknowledging Palestine. Concerns about bias, accountability, and public responsibility have been raised. The debate shifts focus from Mayweather's boxing skills to the character implications of his political...
Khan began by mocking Floyd's alleged struggles to maintain the American lifestyle while living in Dubai. He suggests that Floyd may be so deep in debt he'll be forced to step back into the ring, possibly for a fight or two, just to survive. In Khan's eyes, the man who once flaunted dollar bills at strip clubs and posted million-dollar bets like selfies is now cornered, scrambling, and watching his empire slip away. But more than the money, what truly bothers Khan, what makes his voice turn personal, is Mayweather's choice to publicly back Israel during the ongoing war in Gaza.
Floyd Mayweather caught up in Dubai. Is he stuck there? Some people are like, nah, man, that's some nonsense. No, he really is. He's stuck there because he borrowed some money, he gambled it all away from a casino over there, and he can't get the hell out of there. You have seen Gervonta Davis all over the internet. He's been clowning him. He said, hey, he tried to leave.
He's flaunting money and being filthy rich, so he's trying to put everyone else down, Khan says, not holding back. But when we flaunt money, we invest it. Look at him backing Israel, saying he'll support their soldiers. I've lost a lot of respect for him. And this is the turning point. The moment the conversation about finances fades into the background and something heavier takes its place. According to Khan, Mayweather's support isn't political, it's transactional. The Israeli side has 100% offered him money, he claims. People called us too, telling us to support Israel for financial benefit. We said no. Floyd said yes.
When I stood behind Israel, I wasn't looking for an award. I felt I did what was right. And if that's, when you choose your side, you stay on that side. And this is the side that I chose.
Khan positions himself as a man of principles, someone who resisted being bought, while contrasting that with Mayweather, who he paints as a man willing to align with any side if the money is right. There's fury in his tone, a raw edge that makes it clear this isn't just about war or money. It's about betrayal, moral lines, and a long-simmering grudge. But Khan doesn't stop there. He digs deeper, bringing up unverified whispers and shady rumors about Floyd's alleged run-ins with the law in Dubai.
Floyd Mayweather the fraud. Floyd Mayweather posted a picture of him in Palestine and he wrote Israel and wrote that he stands with the people of Israel. And then he posted another picture saying he stands with the people of Israel. And then he has the nerves to say, I stand for peace. I mean, clearly these people do not stand for peace because this conflict has not begun 4 days ago. This conflict began 75 years ago. I haven't seen any of these people speak up for it.
This is only from government people, Khan says, almost as if admitting the weakness of his source gives it strength. They said it was about bounced checks, not paying, taking stuff and leaving. He claims Mayweather was arrested, placed under house arrest, and couldn't leave Dubai until the payments were made. He might have to go back for a fight or two, But I don't think he'll want to come back to Dubai again, Khan says.
Ever do another official fight? Octagon, boxing, a real fight?
Well, you know, they came to me talking about the Khabib, the Khabib fight. Khabib called me out. I didn't call Khabib out. They said it has to happen in the octagon. I said, well, you just tell me where Khabib has made 9 figures before in the octagon. Right. If he hasn't made 9 figures, he's not the A side. So I'm the A side. If you guys want the fight to happen, he must come my way.
So
my way.
There's something off about the way Khan phrases all of this. The vagueness of government people, the lack of documentation, no court records, no official statements. It's gossip, and not even first-hand gossip, more like a friend of a friend said this in a WhatsApp group kind of energy. Yet, Khan delivers it with the confidence of a man reading from a verified affidavit. He's not interested in proving anything. He's focused on framing Mayweather as a man on the decline, morally, financially, and socially. And then, just to add more fuel to the fire, Khan circles back to his old rivalry with Donald Trump. Apparently, Trump turned down an invite to Khan's fight with Canelo Alvarez. I won't be at the Canelo-Khan fight, Khan recalls with what sounds like lingering resentment. This was during the thick of Trump's anti-immigrant rhetoric, Khan adds. Alongside Oscar de la Hoya, Khan was clearly hoping to turn the invite into a political moment. We offered him a free ticket, Oscar was pushing for it, but he didn't come. Khan even joked at a press conference that it could be his last fight in the US, especially with the Trump administration. Could be, he quipped.
But we're never happy. When we had Trump before, we didn't appreciate him. But I think Trump is a great president. Actually, he's the best president. In my eyes, he's the best president we ever had. Great businessman, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, and the way the day's cabinet thing, you probably went around here, it was really phenomenal. To the point you talked about, putting together a great team, put together a fantastic cabinet.
The irony here is rich. Khan, who once took public jabs at Trump, now describes him as a very good man, praising him as a businessman and saying he wants peace. It's hard not to see this as a strategic softening, perhaps in contrast to his total condemnation of Mayweather's political stance. It's like Khan is rebranding himself as the principled one, the rational one, someone who may have disagreed with Trump once but now sees the good in him. Meanwhile, in Khan's eyes, Mayweather's actions are purely selfish and corrupt. Khan's rant has little to do with Floyd's finances. That was just the bait. What he really wanted to say, the thing burning behind every sentence, is that Floyd Mayweather picked the wrong side. He didn't just flaunt his money, he flaunted his allegiance. And in the court of Amir Khan's public opinion, that's unforgivable. The karma Khan speaks of isn't financial, it's ideological. He believes Mayweather is paying the price for choosing money over morality and for showing support in a conflict Khan clearly feels deeply about.
Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to—
And if that wasn't enough, even Oscar de la Hoya couldn't resist sharing his opinion. During one of his clapback Thursday Instagram segments, the Golden Boy expressed his frustration with Mayweather's recent string of exhibition fights. While he didn't touch on the political drama or the alleged financial mess, de la Hoya's comments added to the growing criticism of Mayweather's current state. The underlying theme was the same. Floyd is doing too much, saying too much, chasing too much. It's as if the legends are watching one of their own veer off course, and not quietly.
Life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami.
De la Hoya, who's tangled with Floyd both inside and outside the ring, has long been a critic of these spectacle fights. To him, every new exhibition is a further dilution of Mayweather's legacy. Floyd once bragged about retiring undefeated and mastering the business side of boxing, but these exhibitions, more carnival than combat, make that legacy feel thinner with every round. It's all starting to look like a desperate cash grab to some, and Mayweather's critics are having a field day with it.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life.
So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20.
The situation with Floyd Mayweather is a complicated one, and it seems like the criticisms are stacking up from various angles. It's not just about the money or the spectacle fights, it's about the perception that Mayweather, once seen as untouchable, is now struggling to maintain that image. With people like Yahya, Amir Khan, and Oscar de la Hoya all weighing in, it's clear that there's a growing sense of doubt around him. The thing about public figures is that the more they try to maintain an image of perfection or invulnerability, the more vulnerable they become when cracks start to show. Mayweather supporters and critics both have had a front row seat to his life, and now, as things unravel, it seems like everyone's getting their say. The rumors, whether about his finances or personal choices, are amplifying the idea that his once unshakable empire is faltering. And with his family, peers, and critics calling attention to it, it's becoming harder to ignore the signs. It feels like Mayweather is caught in a cycle of trying to prove he's still Money Mayweather, but each attempt to flaunt his success only highlights the cracks in the foundation. What are your thoughts on how Floyd's handling all the criticism?